regional champs, Stow Scramble, course setup done. Thanks to everybody from Stow Cycle Club who has come out yesterday and today to set up this great course. Done a great job. I'm going to take you around a lap. Right, here we go, we're following Ed on the course preview.
So we start on the grass and we take a right hand turn that should slow us down a little bit, and then into this left, very wide, plenty of room for all the riders at the start. We'll all be quite bunched up, and then we're leading in here to a right hand sweep and bend as we go through the gates towards the wooded section. Now this bit's a little bit damp, a little bit muddy, but it'll probably dry out if we don't get any more rain. And then there's a sweep and bend here round to the right as we head through the trees into the wooded section. So I sped this bit up, but then we sweep into a left-hand bend at the end of this straight, and then we sweep round to the right. Now you just need to mind the routes, they're all marked, see them there in yellow. You can hop them and we come into a left and then another left, but this is very sweeping, very fast section of track here. So we will all start spreading out as the group sort of splits up with the pace. But again, not too tight here, still plenty of room for everyone to get round as we funnel in. Now I'll speed some more bits up as we go round here, and I'll just slow it down to point out the main key features. We go round towards the right here, and then we're going to do a sweeping left. Now this is starting to just sort of break up a bit here and get a nice rut in, which is lovely. Got a few routes there, but they're all clearly marked, as you can see. Plenty of width on this. You could get 3 riders aside each other here. And there we have a little sweep and turn. Right, then left, then right, then left. And that's quite tricky there, but not too bad.
Whoa, 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 peoples. Looks like I was a little bit quick on doing the course preview. The boys have timed it a little bit long. Apparently, you guys ride too slow when you race. So we've had to take a little chunk off in the woods. Boys are on it now, you can hear them blowing. Luke's on the blower. Paulie's been on the brush cutter, just cutting through a little diversion to shorten it off. I'll take you on that bit now. Right, that's the diversion. A little bit shorter for you, because you guys don't ride quick enough. But I tell you what, use the extra time you're going to save on the lap to hit that subscribe button, hit the like, follow me along, be greatly appreciated. I'll see you in the morning. You see the rest of the lap now.
Now, after that change of course where we had to make it a bit shorter, because you're too slow when you race, guys, come on, we're back on the wooded section as we follow Ed round, Ed Ball leading us round, as he often is to me in the race. We'll see what happens tomorrow, shall we? Through the trees, but again, still quite a bit of width here if you want to get offline. There is a main track through this little bit here, but as we come round here on the left, look, plenty of room here to do a dive bomb straight through, plenty of overtaking again. If you're out of position, you've been held up, these tracks through the trees are lovely, and it don't matter if it rains tomorrow, we're still going to have absolutely plenty of room, plenty of grip. Doesn't really get wet in this section, so we're going to have no problem here. And basically we've come down one side, we loop round in a U-bend, back up the other end, and we do the same again. Now as we sweep round this left-hand bend here, you can get the power down here nicely along this little bit of straight. Very nice bit. Just there, just make sure the camera's clear. And then we come round here, a few routes there, and we take a sweep and right-hand bend, which then switches to a left. Really wide, 2 or 3 different line choices there. I'm not going to give you any tips, but there is definitely a faster line through there if you can work that one out. And then again, plenty wide enough through the wood section as we come out towards the field. I'll speed this bit up for you. As we come out of the wooded section, we've got a sweep and left turn over the cattle grid, all bordered, no problems there, and we're onto the grass section, and we've got to drag ourselves now over to the other side of the field for some more technical sections. Now, we're hoping this is going to really wear in and level out through practice, get a couple of the races going, because it is a little bit slow on this bit at the moment. But I think a line will soon form, because it is a little bit wet. That's where it splits off there for the under 12s, and there was a bit in the woods that I didn't point out for the under 12s. So there is a much shorter course for them, but youths will ride the full course. So a little snaky section here as we go up the bank. And again, we're on the grass, and we're going to approach the hurdle shortly, I think. Yeah, here we go. I think Ed's going to ride them. I think I decided I'd jump off and run them because I'd hit my crank before. There we go, hit the crank. So I'm just jumping off. I don't want to damage my train wing. I'm not as good as bunny hopping as some as you, but straight back on, and then we're up this dog bone here, which is very tricky, and I think this will cut up. You can already see it's a little bit damp here, and it is cutting up. So this is where it may cut up, if anywhere. Now, I'm going to talk about tyres at the end, so you'll see my opinions on it then, but I'll let you decide. But it's sweeping around here. Last year this got very muddy and everybody was running it, if you remember. But hopefully this year it will be rideable. We've made it nice and wide and you can see it sweeping. Now, rather than the steep incline up the bank, we took a more sweeping line, which is going to be rideable for everyone, we think. So that's going to be a lot better, a lot more time on the bike. We don't want to be off the bike doing too much running. And then here, need to pick up the speed down this bank as we come through the little copsewood here. Definitely a main line there, as you can see, Ed holding that line well. We come round, it's a little bit bumpy here, but nothing too bad at all. Staying on that main line, you will be fine. And we sweep back round, little dip. But yeah, very nice course, really put in a lot of work, the guys, over the last couple of days. Mowing it all, clearing it all, blowing it all, making it the best possible fast flowing course that there's ever been at Stow Market. Now here's the steep bank. I'm straight off, I'm going to run it. Ed does try and pedal it, Ed's got inters on, but just wheel spinning. And I think by the time you get a couple of races on that bank, that ain't going to be rideable. That's going to be the one you're going to be getting off and running. Anyway, I'm going to speed up the next little bit for you so you can see this bit. Oh, actually, hold on. There's an off-camber here. So we come down and you've got to come off camber. So this is a little bit tricky. Could be a little bit slippery there tomorrow. And then we drop down the rest of the hill and up this sharp little bank. Little bank along the causeway. You can see lake's almost disappeared this year. Now again, bit of off-camber. And if you don't get the right line here, it is quite slippy. I have a foot down moment there. And just make sure I'm in a low enough gear. And then pick up the speed, ready for Davies doubles. The rollers are back for this year. Yes, they are back. Over we pump. I'm not the best at this bit, but over we go. Nicely over. Up over a bit of the causeway, little sharp incline. And Elliot's been out with the rotavator and the sand is back, guys. There is the sand again this year at Stow Scramble. So you're going to need to clean your drive chain after this one, for sure. Then we make our way back over the field, winding our way over the grass. I'll speed this bit up.
So, after seeing that lap, we know what the next question will be. Simon, what tyres you running? Well, I've had babies on. I've actually done 2 laps, and there's hardly any mud on them, look. That bike, that ain't gonna need a clean. Little wipe over, that's all it's gonna need. What will I go for in the race tomorrow? I'll probably put a baby on the front, looking at the weather forecast being rain in the morning. Probably midday rain, little shower. This will just wash off, it won't clog off on your bike, so you don't need to worry about that. But I like a little bit more grip because I'm not as skilled as some riders, so I'll probably slap a full Limus on the front, baby on the rear. That won't change. But I may, if the course doesn't get wet, keep the baby on the front. But we will see tomorrow, see what the race bring. Hope you enjoyed this course lap. If you did, please remember, guys, come on, 70% of you haven't subscribed to the channel. You're watching, but you're not subscribing. Help me out. I'm getting towards 500 subs now. Come on, guys, hit that subscribe button, follow along, hit the like, and I'll see you tomorrow.